What's going on? We're doing another stupid podcast. And second time's a charm. We're two in. Solid. We have our other Wait, hang on. No, damn, she's below me. We have our fourth host here today. Last time she was pregnant and had the morning sickness. So she's here. And we're just going to ignore that fact and jump straight into it. I didn't think we'd actually make it two in, not going to lie.
No, but I mean,
I thought we would have been dead.
Charm,
right after the first one. It's also on Spotify, so check it out. Link will be in the description. Go download it. Take your mom's phone, download it there too. Your grandma's old ass, she probably has an iPad. Does everyone's grandma just like spend all day on their iPads?
Like the first generation iPad.
My dad Kindle Fire, so
iPad. So
get naked here. Hang on.
Oh hell yeah!
There we go. Gotta get the tank top out, boys. Merch link in description. Check it out. Rep it. So Lauren, tell us a little bit about yourself, because we did our kindergarten introductions last time. Who are you, and why did you deserve to be on this podcast?
Because I carry your asses in League of Legends.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to kick you off. That's a fucking lie.
Goodbye. Hello. I'm Shinobi, or Lauren, and I am one of Justin's mods. So he kind of forced me to do this. So
yes, smart decision. Women get views.
Yeah, I think it's just for diversity.
Exactly. Now I can't get sued, legally speaking.
Yeah.
But now, bro, we have enough diversity on the podcast for what we said.
We got an autistic man. We have a Rue, a woman, and a bald dude. That's
wait, the
rounds
autistic man?
out.
Who's that?
Who's that? We can give it to Carson.
Well,
that
listen.
good to me.
Because I was gonna say you're the Rue, obviously. I'm not bald, so that only leaves one of these three categories for me. So, you know,
when are you gonna shave
You're
that
the
beard?
woman.
Never. I'm gonna ZZ top this bitch.
I hate that beard so fucking much.
Oh man, I love
I
it.
hate it so much.
I love it. I love
You
it.
can't grow one.
I would rather grow this than that any day. I hate it so much.
Oh, I love it. I just went and straightened it too.
Okay, but I feel like I can't picture Carson without it, though.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
not nice. It's not good.
I've seen him without it before. I think I've seen a very odd photo of him without a beard, and it's not good.
Beards are makeup for men. So
Can you shave it for ZWC just so I can see it?
no, not happening.
Please, let me
No.
rub my hand against your baby face.
You know what?
No.
Set a
Let me shave
donation
it.
goal. Set a donation
Hell no.
goal, right?
Hell
if
no.
we can give $5,000 in one stream, he'll do it.
I don't want to look at that. I might be sharing a room with him.
That's fair. Dude, I'm
Beard's
super
not going
hyped.
anywhere.
I can't wait. I already know I'm going to lose ZWC. I just want to meet all you guys and have some fun, gamble a little bit.
Isn't there a cash prize for ZWC? Or
Like
no?
10,000, I think. But I think that's like the
Dude.
overall. I don't think you get that if you're in first, maybe.
Well, listen, you
Yeah, I
have to
think
win
you do.
first so that we can immediately go blow it like in the rest of this casino.
I put it on 7 red immediately.
Why? Why so
All of it.
specific? What do
7
you
red.
have a number in your head for?
I don't know. It's, what if it wins? Go. What are the odds on that? What are the odds on that? Like, if you win, how much
Very
would
low.
you...
From a
How much would you
self-proclaimed
make?
gambling expert, that is very low.
Doesn't the amount you make like count with how many other people play or something like that with roulette?
Not for that one. Is it?
It
think
does.
so.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I don't know. We
played
don't have a roulette
myself,
table at
so-
our local casino. It's all
I don't know
slots
how
and shit like that.
gambling works.
I don't know how
You're
gambling
gonna
works.
learn. You're gonna learn.
Where the what? Are there any good gambling movies?
I don't know.
No.
I don't
I know
watch
There's
Dude,
the
movies.
one anime.
There is the one anime. The only like casino movie I could think of was the one with what's it? It's the it's like in Vegas and the mob sends their guys out to Vegas. Oh, fuck, what's it called?
Shit, I know what you're talking about, dude.
It's got
I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Joe Pesci in it. God,
That
what's
could be
that called?
anything.
I don't remember what it's called. That's a good movie though. Good casino movie. I guess it might be called Casino. I don't know.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
literally
gambling is very fun.
Lauren,
No
you're
knowledge.
20 over 21, right?
Yeah, I'm 22.
So you can get. Are you gonna gamble?
Sure, why not?
You'll gamble with us.
I
I'm gonna
am
be
the
a bad
least lucky
influence.
person that I've ever met, so it won't end well, but I'll do it.
Give it a shot, bro.
That's fair.
For
I'm just gonna throw
example, I
all-
randomly queued up for a game of League and met all of you.
Yeah, that was your. That's where it all went downhill right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
You could
I
have.
know from there.
Who knows where you could have been if you would have never met us?
Much better.
More than likely, yeah.
Probably.
God, League has destroyed our lives. Why do we play that stupid game? I hate
I
that
know,
game
League of
so
Legends
much.
And gambling I've made a copious amount of money recently from gambling and betting on League of Legends, so I'd advise you guys to do the same.
Copious.
Yes.
No. How much have you made?
Yes.
So like, take me
He
through.
made like 600, I think.
Damn. Take me through
$640.
your you gambling. Like, how does it start? Like, what do you do? for
I'll go
League?
to a website, right? It's called sportsbet.com.au. And what I'll do is I'll look up. So first thing I'll do is I'll check the
.au.
games that are on that night. I'll check the games that are on that night, right? And I'll see what teams I know are going to win and what teams I know are going to lose because I've already researched it thoroughly. Right? And then I'll place money down on the team that I think's going to win, and then I wait for the game to finish, and then I get the outcome.
So you're like Rain Man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Was he black?
This doesn't matter.
Because you can't.
Yeah,
You were
'cause
not
we need-
tall enough.
We need more diversity.
Yeah, I have to kick you off.
What the fuck? I'm the only person in a different country. I'm the
Not
most
good
diverse
enough.
you have.
You're not from one of the other. We need a good, better country. You're white. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get out of here, whitey.
So if
Shit.
any Nigerian princes are watching, hit us up.
Do that, because I am 1% Jewish, so I am bringing almost enough diversity in here.
we have a woman on now, so that's even
Yeah,
more.
that's even more diversity. So now nobody can call me sexist.
Yeah.
I mean, I
it's
am, but you
haters,
can't
right?
say it.
No, you're a misogynist, not a sexist.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, same
different.
thing. Is it? What's the
Speaking of
difference?
that, did you guys see
Yes.
that? Did you guys see that? Activision cut ties with the voice actor from Call of Duty Ghost. Was it?
Was it
no.
actual Ghost?
Yes, it was Ghost. It wasn't from Call of Duty Ghost. It was the voice actor for Ghost. So
What'd
all
he
the
do?
games. A bunch of sexist comments online, from what I understand.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's my
just
kind of guy. That's my kind of guy. Let's get him on the podcast.
Oh lord.
Did you know what he said?
I
Um,
didn't bother looking.
I think. I mean, I'll look it up.
Look it up real quick.
What?
By the way, Justin, the highest that you can make in roulette is 35 times your initial bet.
All right, so what's 10 times 30? 30, like almost a little bit over a quarter of a
If-
million, right? If we bet 10 grand,
10 grand, I mean, yeah.
it'd be 3,500,000, right?
Yeah, 350,000.
So basically, there's a Twitter post here where he's on a podcast by the look of it,
Mhm.
and he's basically saying a bunch of sexist shit.
Like
Yeah,
what?
he said she couldn't just rely on her horrendous cleavage when talking about this YouTuber. I think it is.
Was it me?
What does that mean? She couldn't just rely on her horrendous cleavage. What does that mean?
Sounds like he's talking about Trisha Paytas. just,
Yeah.
just out of context, that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
But here's the thing, like, if I said that kind of stuff, would anybody care?
I don't think
Possibly. It
so.
depends on the rest of your attitude. I think that this guy definitely got a lot of flack for being a voice actor in a war video game with a company that is already pretty hated. So
I would think not. And I'm gonna get a little. I'm not trying to sound mean or anything, but it's because you have colored hair and a nose ring. You would not, because that
Because
is
I'm
that type of people's
liberal.
demographic. Because you look liberal, yes. So they would not care as much as if like I said it or Carson said it or Killer said it.
That's
I think you'd be able to get away
probably
with it.
fair. Yeah,
yeah.
I have to be
Yes.
bald to be able to get hate for it.
Yeah, it's hard out here. What can I say?
Hard.
Wait, what made you want to dye your hair,
What made me want to dye? Well,
and why that color? I'm always so
It's-
like I don't have hair, so I don't understand it.
it's been like every
I've-
color. This was just the next up in the queue. I went through the whole rotation and then it came back to purple.
Well, what first made you want to dye it? Like, what's your natural color?
It's like a light brown color.
I can see that. You would have
It's-
said like blonde. I would have been like bullshit.
No, I suck blonde. I've dyed it blonde and it sucks. But I dyed it because it's a coping mechanism.
I'm putting
I
you
don't
on the
know.
fucking spot. We're about to get down to some deep family issues right here.
Oh man.
This is therapy time.
It just looks nicer, I think. I don't know. I don't
That's
like my
fair.
natural hair.
That's fair. That's why I kind of did it.
Plus it gets
Like-
more
like-
simps.
God damn it, can argue with that. we have a history, a track record that is proven true.
Because now I can be the alt GF, okay? But normally I'd just be the regular GF and it doesn't get as much.
Well, like, listen, there's an entire hashtag dedicated to people like you on fucking TikTok, on Twitter, everything like that. It's just big titty golf girlfriend. So there you go.
And I know the
Blame that.
demographic that I'm aiming for because it's the ones that I keep getting, so.
Exactly. OnlyFans coming soon.
Yes. We'll drop link.
But check out mine first.
No.
I was in the
description.
top 12%. Now I'm in the top 18%. I'm upset.
Some guy on League asked me for my OnlyFans the other day. I almost linked you.
Oh, you should have.
You
That
should
would have been
have.
hilarious. OnlyFans, link in the description. Check it out.
Everyone join it because we have dropped in percentage. That's not good.
Yeah, we
I
had,
wanna-
we were 12%. I was beating so many dumb bitches.
Wait,
Now-
wait, that's out of context. I was beating so many dumb bitches.
Oh, that's tomorrow night. Oh god, dude, that's gross.
You're welcome.
Do it louder.
Disgusting.
Yeah, man. One killer. I've been want to say this all. Your hair is looking fucking nice.
You.
If you're
You
not
made
watching
fun
the
of
video
all
version
that-
of this,
you
it's
made the
looking good.
You made fun of the mullet at the start, and now you're like, oh, dude, it's coming around.
Well, because it looks good on the front. The back looks horrendous. Turn around. Let me see the back.
I
My
don't
Doesn't even
know.
look- That doesn't really even look like a mullet.
It's not. It hasn't grown out that much, but I fully plan on it.
You gotta
I like
shave
the
the sides
front.
more.
I like
You
the
gotta shave
top.
the sides more.
Top look is good. I like
Thank
that you
you.
got curled over. God, I wish I had fucking hair.
Maybe
well,
by
you
the time we're
don't,
off of
so-
travel ban, it'll be fully developed.
Yeah,
My plan
exactly.
is
I
that-
go with you guys within the 3 years.
My plan is that by the time we go to
Very
Vegas, my hair is as long as Lauren's. So
That's not hard. I just cut it all off.
exactly. Well, because I was just looking, it's like my hair is getting down there. When I have my hat off in the front, my hair's down to like right here, so it's getting
In the
there.
back, I cut it. It's shorter in the back now, so probably getting there.
Have you ever thought about doing like those designs where they do like the undercut and cut the design back there?
The girl who does my hair tried to do that. The one time I tried to dye it naturally because I wanted to get a job, she
Mhm.
put purple in it, like just hid it in there because she's like, you can't just have normal hair. That's not okay. And then she like picked up a razor and I was like, no, you're not doing it.
It's fair.
Man.
It's fair.
Wish I had hair.
Well, Justin,
Too bad.
just for the sake of podcasts, because I'm pretty sure I remember why, but why are you bald?
I actually started. I first started buzz cutting it in middle school to high school for sports because I used to have like kind of like long hair, and it would just get in the way when I was playing sports. So I was like, I'm just gonna cut it off and it'd be 10 times easier. So I did that, and I kind of liked it. So I just kept buzz cutting it, and then I think like my late senior year, I started to notice I was losing hair right here, and I was like, oh, that's not. You can tell. So I had to buzz cut it even shorter. Got away with that for a couple years, and then I was like 19. I buzz cut it, and I was making sure I got everything right, and I could tell right there. I don't know because of the light, but right there, it goes back to right there. That's where the fucking hair starts. It goes up to here. So I was like, all right, we got to straight razor this. This is not
Yeah,
happening.
you definitely look better bald. That's definitely 100%.
Well,
Oh, I look so
That's my
stupid with hair.
so back then we were still using Skype as our way to talk. Like Discord wasn't even the thing
Fucking
we were
Skype.
using. And I remember it was you, me, and like the old friend group. We all
Acquaintances.
hopped on the call. You hopped in, turn on your camera, and you do that stupid fucking face you always make when you're trying to get a response. That fucking face right there, but you were looking dead into the camera with no bandana on because you weren't wearing bandanas at the time, and you had just the little fucking Apple earbuds in, no headset. Head shining full fucking glory. And that was the first time you ever like straight razored your fucking head, so it was so fucking shiny. I remember I just sat there in fucking awe for like a good 30 seconds at what the fuck you had just done.
Dude, I was playing paintball last weekend, and I wore a headband, and it was sunny, and my head got sunburned, but not where I wore the fucking headband.
No.
So I looked so stupid for 2 days. I did not go outside without a hat on. All of this bright red, all white, right there.
That's
You
so
could
funny.
see it too. Heather's making fun of me. I was like, damn it, I can't go
You're
outside
lucky
now.
you didn't tell me because I would have made more
I
fun
didn't tell
of you.
anybody. I was like, I'm not leaving the house until this is done.
No, that
Fucking
happened
amazing.
to me with my sunglasses at work, like all last
You had the
summer.
raccoon
there was a
eyes?
line- Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh
the
my God.
worst.
It
Like whenever
sucked.
you anybody, like when I used to vacation to Florida before I lived there, that would happen all the time. So I was like, I can't wear glasses here. Once you like move there and get used to it, like you just get used to it. You look dumb.
You ever
as
get a
everyone else.
really bad sunburn killer?
Yeah, one time I remember I went Christmas away, and it got so bad I had to go to the hospital.
Oh, I forgot you're in Australia. I was like, Christmas. What? That's winter. Oh,
Yeah, Christmas and summer. But it was
Yeah.
so bad because I remember I was out on the boat and I was like jet skiing and shit. We were doing all that kind of stuff like in the water, and I was like fuck sunscreen. I don't need that shit.
Oh no.
I woke up the next day and I was like, dude, I need to go to hospital. This is not good. I was like bleeding and everything. Yeah, that was not good.
Damn.
So yeah, wear sunscreen.
Always wear
Like-
sunscreen.
I've gotten a bad sunburn, but never hospital worthy. Jesus.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
it sucks
really
for women
bad.
too, because if you take like birth control as a woman, you're like 10 times more susceptible to sunburn. So
Are you really?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a thing.
Dude, every time I hear about birth control, it just sounds so terrible.
There's
Like,
like,
all the
if you
side effects from
unravel
it?
the side effects, it's like a huge page of like everything that can happen to you.
May develop a clubbed foot. You know, just fuck
Yeah.
it. Why not?
May give birth.
That's
That's
the
what
start.
you were laughing.
You could be
That's what
on
you-
birth
that's what-
control and still get pregnant.
Spontaneous birth.
So dumb.
It's one day baby falls out. Never knew. But
We are not legally liable for any babies.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stupid questions that Lauren's really good at answering because, like, I mean, I don't know about you, Justin. I feel like you're gonna have the best chance. Like, I don't consider
I'm an
myself a
expert.
total idiot when it comes to women, but a lot of things like birth control side effects, I'm not gonna know about because that's just not a situation I'm, was ever put in to learn about. So,
I'm a doctor. I know exactly everything.
you're
Full
Johnny Sins. we
disclaimer,
know.
I probably don't know as much about women as you think.
Well, I feel like you're gonna know more than us at this point.
You
And
because,
is
us
smart.
dumbasses. You know more than us, retard. That's for sure.
So I got something because Killer mentioned this before the stream or the whatever the fuck we're doing podcast. Did you guys hear about the gas shortage that's going on?
So,
Because-
oh my god, I had to wait in a like 30-minute line to get gas because I was actually low, but all these all these people with their big yee like Ford F-350 trucks were like filling up their trucks plus like huge tanks of gas just to put in the
Those
back
guys
of their
are
trucks.
assholes. If
And
you're filling up your
the
car,
people
that's
in front of
understandable.
me, they spent $200 on gas like filling up, and it took so long for any of us to just get through the line.
That's insane. Those
It's
guys
like
are
a toilet paper
assholes.
scenario.
And I was
That's
just
like a
sitting there with
toilet
like
paper
30 miles to
scenario all over
empty, just trying to get home. Like,
Like, dude, I have to turn off my AC or I'm gonna run out right here.
like I need to go.
Dude, that's like the toilet paper scenario all over again.
It is.
It is.
I don't
yeah.
understand, like, because they hacked something. Or what? Does anybody know more about that?
Something about hacking into like one of the pipelines that it's like mostly like south and like eastern.
From what I understand, it was a ransomware that attacked the infrastructure.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
basically everything froze up.
Ooh.
Goddamn Russians. Let's just
When
blame
I-
them.
You act like, all right, so ransomware is actually a lot scarier than you think because you
It
hear
really
about it,
is.
but you don't hear too much about what it actually does. In a hospital setting, for instance, like because Justin, headed over to the hospital, so maybe in I think other whatever. So in a hospital setting, hospitals are actually big targets for ransomware because they know that a hospital needs its infrastructure. Imagine if just all of a sudden the entire hospital lost all of its access to patient files, to any digital scans, to teleconferences, to basically everything. Like, there's not really a number that you can put on how valuable all that infrastructure is, so they're going to pay for it. Same thing with this pipeline. They essentially just cut off half of the fucking US from gas. So
Yeah.
ransomware is fucking scary, and there's big numbers involved with it, which is why this actually was a big deal. And whoever let this slip through is going to get their ass fucking mowed to the ground.
I was supposed to go on a road trip tomorrow, and now I can't because I don't know if I can get back.
Want to know what's weird? I remember when the hurricane was coming, Hurricane Irma. There were less lines to get gas for that than there are for this.
It's ridiculous. Like, it wouldn't be so short already if people weren't filling up like $200 worth of gas, panic buying
Makes
it.
no
Like,
sense. Just fill up your car and go.
I had like my windows down, blasting like anime openings, trying to hope that it would like scare them off.
In like a defensive posture.
Yeah.
No one will approach your car then.
Oh, that's so funny.
Genius.
That is pretty funny.
Stupid ass people buying fucking gas.
It's
Like, I
literally
get it if
the
you're
toilet
just-
paper scenario all over again.
That I never understood. Why did people do that?
What was the
I-
question?
The toilet paper.
scenario.
So I actually know a little bit about this one because I had a friend that was working stocking at Walmart, where it essentially starts off how like most rumors start, Facebook posts and Reddit pages, things like that, where a bunch of people hear about shortages, and the rumor is that one of the biggest toilet paper manufacturers was located in China, and so it had to shut down due to COVID. And all of a sudden, toilet paper, they were saying like, oh yeah, toilet paper's not going to be being manufactured anymore. So I had one person to go, oh, I should probably buy a bunch of toilet paper. You know, a little bit of an educational buy on that point. But then you see other people seeing that person buying a bunch of toilet paper. And these are the panic buyers where they're like, oh my God, this person's buying up a whole bunch of stuff. They're preparing for something. I should do the same thing. And then they do it.
But with all of the like common sense and deductive reasoning that it takes these people to like figure all of that out, you would think that somebody would think not to eat a bat.
You would
I
think.
guess not. You know what? I'll put my own input on this. As someone who lives in Australia who regularly goes into COVID lockdowns over 1 or 2 cases, you will see when that happens, people still go out and panic buy. You'll see grocery stores are loaded and they have restrictions on items every time that happens. It's ridiculous. It's really crazy to see that. Like, you'd never expect it to happen. But when they announce a lockdown, people just freak out and go out and panic buy random things.
But I'm just like, are you that scared of having to wipe with something that like
Jump in the shower.
well,
Anything.
no, that probably won't work as well, but
It's better than
Like-
wiping with your hand.
We actually didn't. When COVID like hit our town really hard, we actually lost water in most of the city, which was really fucking weird.
The fuck does that happen?
So because of the COVID regulations, they couldn't allow as many people into the water treatment plant, and so they actually had less people there doing maintenance. And because of that, more issues started rising up. And because of that, the water reached levels of contamination that weren't safe for consumption.
That makes a little sense.
And
Yeah.
so they actually had to start lowering the water supply. Like lockdowns and forced quarantines affect so many things, and it would be doable, except too many people are too fucking stupid to understand how to essentially just shut up and listen and take orders. They're not doing it because they're trying to control you. They're doing it because you're not fucking smart enough to make your own decisions sometimes. That's just how it is. So
Lauren, do you live close enough to the ocean to deal with hurricanes?
yes, I live in a beach city.
Okay, I just didn't know if you got hurricanes up there. Did more people panic buy for COVID or for hurricanes for you?
COVID.
COVID? I don't get it. Like a literal hurricane's coming to kill you, and people are like, grab
Yeah,
a cup of
it's-
water.
It's ridiculous. Like, we have had really bad hurricanes and stuff up here. But the thing that's like most people I've noticed when there's like a hurricane coming, they don't go get toilet paper, they get bread and like milk. And they like
Yeah.
panic buy bread and milk.
stuff that expires and molds the quickest.
I know. Like they're gonna be making sandwiches all day or something.
There's like literally or like bottled water, which bottled water makes sense, but the milk and the bread I don't get it.
Oh well.
Because if the power goes out, your milk's done.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
But then you can get pulp.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck. I
shut
hate
up.
that so much. In case
I
you don't
knew
know,
I was
do you
waiting.
want
I
to
was
explain
waiting for the
that? Do you
whole
want to
time.
explain that dumb joke?
There's no explaining that dumb joke. It's just my token question. Would you drink milk with pulp?
No, I don't even
No,
like
no
milk.
one
It's just
would.
But,
lactose
okay.
intolerant.
Okay, but why? Is it because you don't like pulp in general? Like you don't like orange juice pulp, or you just don't like the idea of milk having pulp?
I don't want to
Yes.
drink nutty milk. I
Well,
don't want
you're
my
already
milk to
drinking
nut.
nutty milk. Where did the milk come from?
A cow titty. That's different. It's not coming from. I'm not jerking off the bull.
Are you sure?
I'm
you
positive.
Have you
sure?
seen,
Yeah, no, you
have
don't
you
know for
seen
sure.
the milk being packaged?
Yeah, I'm not that, but I have milked a cow, and it's a lot different. A titty is a lot different from a bull's
Tell us
penis.
that story, please. When you
Yeah,
milk
hold
the
on.
cow.
Rewind.
You
Tell
never
us the
been
farm
like
story.
a kid and just went to the farm with your class and then
No,
jerked
No.
off the cow?
I've never done that. No,
You guys did
not with
have
my
a
class.
childhood.
No.
This is like a first grade field trip. We went to like the little gay zoo. I remember this field trip because I was pissed because I didn't bring a jacket, and it was like the principal was like, "Oh, you gotta wear a jacket," and they gave me a girl's jacket which was pink. I'm a man. I'm alpha.
Oh please,
I had
you
to
would have
wear a
rocked
pink
that
jacket.
pink shit. Your
Yeah, you
favorite
would've
color
rocked
used to be
that
fucking
shit.
pink. You little fucking.
There's a little
liar.
rabbit like behind you right now. What color?
Okay,
is that?
listen, I'm a lot more comfortable with my sexuality than I was back then. All right.
Oh, okay.
Great,
Not your
well,
masculinity, the sexuality. But
Sexuality.
anyways,
Back in the
But-
first grade, bro, I just didn't know.
went to a zoo and they're like, "Hey, you want to milk a cow?" And I was like, "You're goddamn right, I do." And I milked a cow. Just
The
pull on
lack
this
of
little thingy.
confusion.
Carrots, a cow titty.
It's a cow titty. I don't.
Why not?
I mean, I've done
Okay,
some
there.
weird shit on field trips in high school and all that, like going to like, ancient Indian burial sites and shit, but never milked a cow
Oh,
titty.
hold the fuck
What,
up.
what did you do?
You guys went
All right, you
and
gotta
fucked
tell
with
that
some
story.
ghosts?
What
All right,
school
so-
did you go
Yeah,
to?
but okay. Oh, rabbit milking a cow titty. No, you went to a fucking ancient Indian burial ground.
I mean,
Did you go bury a
it's
pet there?
No, we explored.
Oh, that's even worse. They
Yeah,
definitely,
you're
those Indians
awesome now,
definitely like
you're
that.
cursed.
What
So
did the permission slip say? What was the purpose?
explore the canyon.
And your
So-
mom was
Bring
like,
back
"Okay."
any ghosts.
My mom was like, "Well, at least you're going with the teacher this time." So
Okay.
Wait, what? What do you mean this time?
How many ghosts have you pissed off?
I don't know, probably a lot, but that explains a lot of my luck in life. But
Yeah, it
so
does.
little background in my area, there's actually a lot of like the oldest traces of like North American life have been traced to like my general area because of the dates of like the cave paintings and shit like that here, where it's like there's just so like many artifacts and arrowheads and everything like that. Like this area was heavily populated with a bunch of Native Americans, and it's actually like a really big like tourist site and all that. And one year for a field trip, we went on like a 7 mile fucking hike. Yeah, it was either you go on a 7 mile hike or you stay at school and just do fucking homework. So I was like, give me the fucking, I'm putting on my fucking boots. I'm going for a hike.
Just stayed home.
And that wasn't an option because if you stayed home, it was counted as an absence and you would get the homework.
I wouldn't have done it.
What? No, it was really fun. I mean, we went down into the canyon. I don't think it was actually 7 miles, but we went down to the canyon and just basically like for an entire day, we walked down the side of the canyon down the pass, walked through some brush and all that for a while, looked at some sites, saw like you could actually see like the old like fire pits and shit like that, like the soot on the ceiling from fires from like hundreds of fucking years ago.
That shit's
Pretty cool,
crazy to think
actually.
about.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I do because I've like experienced things that lead me to believe it.
Oh, you gotta tell that story while he looks that up.
Well, there's been several instances. There's actually at my job because I work at a doggy daycare. There's a like ghost dog and a ghost human. Because we have had so. This is what makes me think it's real because like normally I'd like question shit, but I never met or knew that like I never knew that a dog had died at work, and I never knew what the dog looked like or anything like that because I didn't know. It was way before I worked there. And one day I went upstairs to let all the dogs down, and I could see like out of the corner of my eye from like the other side of the room like a dog come out of a kennel. But I was like, I didn't board any dog over there. Like turned around and it was some like tan like shepherd mix medium-sized dog, and I was like, I don't know that dog. And I turned back around and I looked back and it was gone. And I went back downstairs to tell my coworkers about it, and they were like, oh, that's Jaeger. Our boss's dog had died in like that kennel that I had seen him come out of, and I didn't know, like I had no idea. And randomly at work, you'll hear the radio turn on upstairs and stuff, like real randomly, and it'll be all like staticky and stuff. It's weird.
Crazy.
You're gonna die.
Oh, I hope so.
The dog turning on the radio kind of sent me, but the rest of that's kind of freaky.
No, not the dog, because there's a human one too.
Carson, do you believe in
crazy.
ghosts?
Not so much of ghosts directly. I kind of believe in like bad energy and shit like that, but not exactly ghosts, if that makes sense. I don't believe in like a
understand that, yeah.
conscious like I don't believe in like a conscious ball of energy, kind of hovering around me, but I do believe that especially because like I'm a hardcore science dude. And the thing that weirds me out the most is when you get down to like the quantum level, which trust me, it's on topic with the ghost thing. When you get down to the quantum level, they found out that essentially if you poke particle A, particle B responds, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. And this is like an actual thing that they've been like studying and all that, and it essentially shows that we don't know everything that there is to know about physics. And that leads me to believe that, there's definitely some fucking way that energy can carry like a certain almost like electrical feeling, which in turn would be like types of emotion to humans. So I definitely feel like emotions can kind of hover around a room almost, which is it makes sense to me. And if you looked all that shit up, it might make sense to you, but I don't believe in so much as like, oh, like, my fucking grandmother's right here with me today, guys, but more of a
Odd.
Is that Hitler again?
But more
Of
like if
course,
you walked,
that's what Justin goes to.
I feel like if you walked into a house where there was like a fucking massacre, you could probably fucking feel it when you walked in. Like you would feel like some
Yeah.
shit went down here.
It's really odd because like I don't believe in a lot of like spiritual stuff. I'm not like I'm not at all religious or that in any way, but that is one thing that I do believe in, and I always have without questioning it. And I don't know why, but what you said honestly makes more sense than like a physical like embodiment of a thing.
What about you,
Yeah.
Justin? Ghost stories?
No. I've been to many haunted locations because Heather is very into ghost shit. I don't think they're real, and I believe you guys all had those experiences. It's just me. I don't think ghosts are fucking real.
We also don't think
I've-
women are real, so
No, they shouldn't be. It's horse shit.
yeah, fair.
But I've been to many haunted locations, and one of the most haunted ones I went to was the St. Augustine Lighthouse. It's like one of the oldest lighthouses in the U.S.
Yeah.
I went there, and they're like, "Hey, when you get here, don't do this. The character, he don't like that. He's been known to push people." And I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking do that. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't." I was like, "I'm gonna do all of that shit." He's like, "They're like, definitely don't sit in his rocking chair. He does not like that." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go fucking shit in his rocking chair." So I went there.
Oh,
I was like, I was threatening him. I was like, dude, if you don't push me right now, I'm gonna take a shit in this rocking chair. Threatened all the demons.
Did you do it? Confirmed?
No, I wasn't allowed to. I was gonna tip it over, but they
When
told
have
me not
rules
to.
ever stopped you?
That's fair. But there's one thing that I've noticed about a bunch of haunted places is the people that it's a business. The people are scummy that work there because as you walk up the lighthouse, the number one thing they kept saying was, "Oh, as people are walking up, they see shadows." I'm like, fucking shadows? That don't make no sense. But as I got in the lighthouse, it made sense because they have those fucking wall decals that you can buy online, but they're blacked out and they put them on the wall. And they have very low lighting in there. So as you're walking up these fucking things, you see the wall decals, and out of the corner of your eye, it looks like a fucking ghost. It got me a couple times. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers. That's what they do. They have those all up the lighthouse. So people have these experiences, and it's like, no, it's just these little dumb wall decals. Went to a
Did
prison.
you pay for it?
Yeah, fucking course we paid for it, Carson. It's a business.
Work done.
We went to a prison. It's the oldest prison, I think, in the U.S. Supposed to be haunted. And they have mannequins positioned so fucking perfectly that if you round a corner, out of the corner of your eye, you see the mannequin. So you think, oh, shit. Oh, it's a mannequin. But some people might not know that it's a mannequin, and they have those little experiences. So no, if anybody ever tells me they go to some place that's haunted and they pay to get in, I'm like, horse shit. They have that shit dialed down to make sure you come out with an experience. It's all business. I don't trust it.
I agree with that.
They're
Yeah.
scummy assholes.
I agree with that.
Running back to the Indian site thing, I decided to look it up, and it's called
what's it
Panther Cave. And Panther Cave is one of the areas. It shows signs of life dating back over 2,000 years. Sorry, between 2,000 and 8,000 years, it says.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even that long in like the span of time when you think about it.
A time before League of Legends when people could be happy.
Time, a better time.
When was League of Legends made? That's when it all went down.
2009, I think.
That was
2009, yeah.
when it all
There's
went
actually a
down.
graph that shows like virginity in adult males,
Yeah,
and it just so
virginity in
happens to
League of
spike. It just so happens to spike when League of Legends came out.
That's funny. Such a bad game. Why do we ruin our lives with that game?
It's so addicting, though. I don't get it.
So
crack.
many people play it though, like so many people.
You gotta
Bro, I
play
think-
it again.
I'd play it again occasionally, but I mean,
No, play
I
it with
wouldn't-
us one night.
I
me look
could
this
never
up. Let me
get
look
into
this
it
up.
that heavy again.
That's okay, I'll carry you. I carry
Don't
them.
do it.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Let's settle down now.
Okay, there is
Yeah.
currently 111 million people who play League of Legends in China alone.
100 billion.
Well, that's because
I feel like
aren't they required by
111
law to like play at least an hour a day or something?
I don't
surprised
think
me.
that's true. I don't know if that's true. I did see China ban binge eating recently.
Really?
How the fuck are you gonna do that?
How do you ban binge eating?
They like
Fine,
come into
they
your
do what they
house.
want. No, putting
guess
it
they
on
look
social
down.
media, putting it on social media is against the
So-
law now, I believe.
Oh, okay.
No more
China.
mukbangs.
Yeah, no more mukbangs. Bro, don't even know if that exists in China.
This is a message to the CCP. We are willing to sell out to you. What's that called when they do that?
No,
There's
yeah,
a-
like,
Selling out?
No, there's a term. It's like
to you.
Fuck, it's a term when a white person sells out to the Chinese government. There's a specific term for that. I can't remember what it is.
Should know, but I don't never
No
heard of
clue.
It's
it.
what
Why
that
the
one
f-
YouTuber did.
Bart Baker?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the term's called, but I know what he did.
I don't know what's more confusing, the fact that this is like a fact, or the fact that you guys know this, but like off the top of your head.
Yo, we really hate
I
China.
don't.
Well, the
Yeah,
Chinese
I can see you're
government.
just as confused as I am with this one, Lauren. We're just kind of here like,
I'm typically pretty confused. I kind of hold the same stance when most topics are brought up.
I think it's
You
like
trying to
something
look
like
up
it's like white monkey or something like that.
What the fuck?
Because it's like, you know how they have the dancing
White
monkeys, but it's like
monkey?
white monkey because he's selling out to China. There's some funny term for it. I can't remember what it's called. God damn
Okay,
it.
well that's interesting. Why?
Yo, shout out to CCP.
No, let's not do that. Let's do the opposite instead of
all right.
that.
So
Democracy.
yeah, I'm gonna switch topic a little bit here. Justin, what are your opinions on cryptocurrency and all that?
I don't understand it, but it's cool. I have a lot of Dogecoin, and Manlet sold a bunch, and I lost a bunch of money. Still upset about that. Lost about a couple grand. Still upset about that.
My brother's gotten really into it. And he showed me all like these cryptocurrencies. I'm amazed how many there are. That's the
Oh,
one
there's
thing that's
so
really
many.
surprised me is how many there is. And I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this is actually like
There's-
massive.
Do any
A
of you guys
lot.
have any money in crypto?
I
Mm,
don't know.
No. I have some in
why?
Ethereum and Dogecoin. That's it.
in total with all my crypto, I have like $300 maybe, but I mean, in total, that's a $40 investment that's turned to 300 over time, so I'm not too upset about it. But it only makes me wish I put more in.
Yeah,
It's
But-
gonna
that's
explode,
how it
dude.
is.
It's gonna explode. It's gonna be
Well-
the future, I think.
Well-
I honestly believe having like even in Australia, there are talks that they don't want like physical currency anymore. They don't want to have money. Well, not money. They don't want to have cash. My bad. So in my opinion, that's only gonna make things like cryptocurrency even more valuable in the future. That's just my
Well-
thoughts, though.
The thing, like the reason I brought it up is because Elon Musk, like he had that whole Saturday Night Live thing, and a bunch of people thought he was going to talk about Dogecoin on there. Basically, all he did was shit on it. But then the very next day, announces that SpaceX is going to be using Dogecoin money to launch the rocket that's going to be putting the next astronauts on the moon. You want to know what the rocket's fucking called?
It's like
Doge 1.
Doge one newest.
They're sending Doge 1 to the moon, literally.
Dude, if Dogecoin just can get to
Literally.
$10,
Oh my god, $10 would be insane.
I
have
don't
a
think it'll
friend-
get to $10.
I think
That's
it,
a little bit too high.
I think 10 might be around where it maxes out. I don't see it going any higher than that.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe.
surprised it made it this far. I have a friend who
Yeah.
has like 1.2 million Dogecoin.
It's ridiculous.
So the dude's like rolling in cash. But it's crazy stuff, but
Does
yeah,
he
crypto
need an e-girl to play games with him, maybe?
well, he's gay, so I mean maybe you might need that buzz cut
Does
a
he
little
need an
sooner than later.
e-boy?
That won't stop me, brother. Sign me
Side
up.
note. Here, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys honestly think femboy Hooters is a good idea?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
legitimately do. I think if you made a femboy
I-
Hooters, it would do good.
I think it could only do good in very liberal areas. I feel like that's gonna be like a California thing. That's gonna be like an Orlando thing. That's gonna be in a New
I
York
think if you
thing.
started one in Miami, you'd be making bank.
Oh yeah, Miami, Austin, Texas. That would probably blow up there because Austin's built different than the rest of Texas.
Built different.
Yeah, Austin's different.
Yeah,
But-
it's the California of Texas.
It really is. I feel like the rest of the country though, because I mean, the rest of the country is still people who are older than us, and I don't feel like they would exactly support this local business.
Well, I see. That's what I thought. But then I'm remembering that there are people making millions of dollars drawing furry porn.
Well, yes, but that's millions of dollars off of a couple of clients. That's not
There's
exactly
an
millions of
audience for
dollars one person.
everything.
Yeah.
There is.
It
but-
could be like, there's gay clubs everywhere, even in non-liberal areas. People are just hush hush about it, so maybe they'd like low key go to femboy Hooters and
Dress
just
up
like
and shit,
the down
like,
low. It doesn't have
hide
windows, nobody
Listen.
knows you're there.
You're not just there for the femboys. We're gonna have some. It's gonna be some bombing food. Like
Yeah.
we're not just gonna be having cock out.
But how would their
Oh,
like what would what would their outfits be like? Because the girls' outfits are like they try to accentuate,
Oh, please! They're wearing speedos, all of
Okay,
them.
Cool.
No, we have
Gotcha.
two sections. It's like a smoking and a non-smoking section. We have the one section with the guys in speedos, but they're fucking buff and jacked. Then we have the other section where it's guys looking as feminine as possible.
Like little
you
like
can
maid
take your pick.
outfit feminine or
Yes.
like okay.
As
Like where
feminine
it's
as
like they look
possible.
like a fucking girl, but they also have a penis.
As it
They-
should be.
It's like I cannot tell you how many times like I've seen a video of someone and then it's like, oh, it's a dude. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
that caught me so
Those
off guard.
Japanese people
Everyone's
are
a
really
little
good at
gay.
that.
Everyone is
Well,
a little bit gay.
I think it's more of I've never seen a woman like very well pull off a guy look because just
I
the
can do
physical
it.
features.
Prove it.
But I've seen plenty of guys pull off girl looks, and
I
it's
can
just
send
like
you guys photos of when I played a male sheriff in my high school play. I looked like a dude. Pretty believable, if I may say so.
I might give you a little credit because it's high school, and a lot of
Yeah.
the guys may not be as manly and beards and shit.
And beards and shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Something I don't have.
you got a mustache though. I can see it from
Yeah,
here.
it's getting there. It's getting there.
Are you
Can you
gonna let
not-
it grow out or?
Can you not grow a beard?
Nope.
See, I
Not at
can't
all.
grow a mustache. How
No,
does
we-
that work?
Want to trade?
Yeah? No, actually, no. I like my beard. It's pretty nice.
The only place I don't grow hair is right here.
It's so weird
Yeah,
how
you-
it's like just such like you just grow hair in the most random of places.
Like I grow hair right here, and I need to trim it because I don't grow any hair right here.
So
It's
weird.
just this one spot.
You guys have fucking chest hair?
Not that much.
I have
Not at
so
all.
much.
None at all.
I got some, but you know, I don't know.
Just like
Yeah.
a fucking forest, and then I got massive
This one.
armpit hair I gotta trim.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Is that your
that
tattoo?
hairy.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Again, I didn't get a good look at it. That looks cool. Where are you gonna
I'm
get my
happy with it.
logo at?
Honestly, I might actually do the KR logo for 2 reasons. 1, support you. 2, it's my logo anyways. So
Fair.
It-
I was
that's
gonna
true,
get it
that's-
like on my ankle. I was gonna get it.
Which one? You can pick any version.
I'm not sure which version yet.
I'm still
wanna
gonna
I
get
was
on my
thinking
arch.
like the galaxy one.
Good one. OG classic.
yeah,
you get?
Class-
Rue, which one you getting?
I don't know, but I'm getting on my ass cheek because I made that bet.
I have to be there when it happens. That's the only
It-
stipulation. I want to
We've
Yeah,
smack
already
it
seen
once
it
it's done.
anyways.
I want to fucking whack
I don't know, whatever one will fit best on my ass cheek.
my face, just my entire face.
Your
Yeah.
face would like, you just arm, like, I see my friend here.
No, you gotta
Cookie.
get the traditional rabbit now.
On the OG one.
No, like you gotta get like the white rabbit that you made, Justin.
Mhm.
Except the eye has to be your fucking butthole.
That
you know how much-
sucks.
you know how bad that would hurt? Trying to
Well,
get
no,
the
they-
inside of your
Funny
asshole.
though.
They wouldn't actually do the eyeballs. They
think
would
they
just go
even do
around
that?
it to where the.
Oh, I
Oh,
bet
yeah.
there's people that have done it.
Oh yeah. I mean, people have tattooed the
Now I gotta
inside of their
Google it.
eyelids.
Attach asshole. Okay, now I gotta Google this.
What? Excuse me?
Asshole tattoos.
I don't
Thanks
think
so
you want to
much.
see them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you,
I do.
you gotta just keep on turning. We don't need to see any reflections.
He might start off his bald head. Watch out. Keep your head turned up.
Is that an actual tattoo? That's so cool. Her asshole is like an octopus, and there's tentacles going all down her
Oh, I've
legs.
seen that one.
That's fucking awesome.
That's fucking cool.
I've seen that. It's awful.
That's fucking lit.
Oh, that's so cool. You know what?
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
have
get
to
that
get
done,
that.
Justin. Fuck your
I
logo.
know.
I might get that done.
Oh
on
wow,
me
that
instead.
one's fucking cool.
Lord, when are you getting your tattoo? That one you showed me.
I was gonna get it at a or which one did I show? Oh, the one that my friend drew. I'm not sure because that's a bigger one and it costs a lot of money. And I'm
That's
trying to
fair.
go to Vegas, so
We got to get
think-
tattoos in Vegas of something.
I'm
'cause
getting one, yeah.
There's a
I'll
tattoo
get my
bar.
rabbit one down there. I'll get the logo.
They do $10
Chuck, are
tattoos
you
down there.
kidding?
I'm
Like-
I
getting.
know what Justin's getting, and it's fucking awesome if it's what I think it is. It's the Sierra Madre, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
cool,
get it.
dude.
Right there.
Justin, you gonna
That's
get a
so
$10 tattoo?
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
get
a
one
$10
literally
tattoo.
like 2 weeks before I head down, or we go down to Vegas. I'm gonna get one when we get there.
Yeah, I'll get one.
I don't know what I want to do in Vegas because I mean, if it's a $10 tattoo, it's gonna be smaller and it's gonna be black. Like that's just how it is. So I got to think of like a small black one I want to get. I might do a rabbit tattoo like that, but I don't know. If I do that, I want to get another one beforehand because I don't want to do my second tattoo ever. That
Aw.
sorry.
That'll be my second one.
I'm sorry.
Pussy.
See how it is.
Nah, my first one's for my grandpa. My second one's gonna be for my mom. So
Definitely
getting a
I'm
Fallout
I'm
New
a little,
Vegas
I'm a
tattoo.
little more important.
nah.
No, you're
shit.
not. How are you more important than any of us, Justin?
Listen, Justin. My grandpa worked with nukes and install laser rifles. Okay.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't say I
pretty
was more
epic.
important than him. That
My
was
mom
just
because she's a
raised-
woman.
more important. Yeah, I have the advantage.
Yeah.
Just
It's kind of funny because
yeah.
all of your champions in League, they're all women.
Fat titties. Fat
Big
titties.
They're
Fat
not women. They're
mommy
titties.
milkers.
You could feed an
fat
entire
mommy
army with
milkers.
those things.
The mommy milkers.
Get tons of vitamin D.
Full of milk pulp.
Oh,
No,
don't put that.
that
in
is
my mind,
absolutely
guys.
disgusting.
I'm
So-
sure. Okay, I'm sure a mom somewhere has released pulpy titty milk.
Oh God,
I don't
I
want to
don't
think
think
about
so.
that.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think
That's
I'm sure
so.
some. I don't think it's healthy, but I'm sure it's happened.
That's not kosher at all.
Mm.
There's
Or
some
is
type
it?
of preservative in there. That's what happens when you have too much salt. It comes out as like fucking sour
Ugh.
cream.
That's fucking.
Oh,
That's fucking disgusting. Bro. Why are you talking about this?
Anyways, I was looking on Twitter for trending topics, just for the fuck of it. Number 25, Don Cheadle.
Why is he
People show
trending?
their love and appreciation for actor Don Cheadle because he's Don Cheadle.
That's fair.
okay.
Pretty
Reasonable.
epic.
Very reasonable.
Reasonable.
And like everything else is like your standard stuff. Sports, Minecraft, SMP shit. Oh, hold on. Nazi Barbie.
That's fair.
Okay,
sorry.
now you have my attention.
Says
I don't have that one in my collection. Where can I buy that?
Tommy Lorraine or something like that. Lauren, some Fox News radio host
Oh,
says that people call.
the dumb bitch, the blonde bitch.
Yeah, people are calling her Nazi Barbie, and that's why it's trending.
Oh yeah, probably because she.
I
is.
like how this isn't really trending. Israel and Palestine are pretty much going to war right now.
That shit's fucking nutty.
You
I've
seen
been
that?
reading about that. Yeah, I've been paying attention to it a lot. It's nuts, dude.
They've been
I feel like-
bombing the fuck out of each other for like, is it all day?
I think it started yesterday.
Yeah,
I
here's the
know that-
video. A 13-story building in Gaza just got bombed to shit.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Full on, dude.
World War III, here we go.
Please,
Nah.
the US isn't going to care about that.
Yeah, no one cares enough about that. But
It's
that's
just
still
sad.
insane.
It's really sad because like the thing I've seen the most about it is people like being forcefully taken from their homes. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they want to die in their home, let them die in their home. I don't care.
Well, no, it's not that. It's like people like the government that's invading the people and all that. They are taking like the government's taking its preferred citizens and kicking other people out of their house, like literally like grabbing them by the fucking collars and like tossing them out the fucking window and shit like that. Like forcibly evicting or arresting and beating people if they're not leaving these homes because they're saying that it's the proper property of like these citizens and giving the houses to other people.
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking.
I mean, that's
crazy
how war
what-
works.
It's
Get a better army.
I don't think it works like that, Justin.
Just don't lose. Fight harder.
I'm not sure if
God.
it completely works like that.
Just to win.
Whose
Yes,
side are we
just
on?
win.
Israel or Palestine? I don't
Yeah.
know anything about that situation.
To not
So,
take
like-
sides, as far as I'm concerned.
I was gonna
I mean,
say,
I'm
Killer, you
Jewish.
said that you know the most, so
I know the most. From what I see, it seems to be a lot of religious tension. I mean, that area's had tension for God knows how long between Israel and Palestine. But a lot of it is religious tension because you have Jews on one side, or Jewish people on one side, and then devout
You have a
Muslims
Jew
on the
pass, you
other
can say.
side. And devout Muslims on the other side. So by default, that area is going to have a lot of tension, regardless of what intervention is put in there. That's just how I see it. I did see that Israel did actually take out one of the top commanders of. I think the Palestinian thing is actual terrorists, from what I've read. But that's just what I've read. I don't know 100% for sure. I haven't read that much into it, but I've been like scrolling through it.
Speaking of war, do you
Yeah.
think China's ever gonna try to take over Taiwan?
They
They talk
are.
about it all the time, but they're just a bunch of pussies and they won't do it.
I definitely think they will. It's just a matter of time.
I don't know. To be honest, I try not to think about any of that too much because my world is troublesome enough as small as it is. So
And we
learned
could
it
use
from
another,
last podcast.
world war. Be cool. Spice it
I
up a little bit.
so.
Be
I don't
pretty
think so,
poggers. Pretty
I don't think so.
poggers.
Spice
I
things
don't
up. Get a
think
little
so.
excitement.
You wouldn't even fight, bitch. You'd
No,
be like,
I
no,
wouldn't.
I don't want to.
I'm not fucking stupid.
Bones
Yes, you
first.
are.
Fighting. I want to
Guess you
watch on the
couldn't get
side.
drafted.
Yeah, well,
Do
just
women
to be the first one to get drafted.
Do women have to get drafted? No,
Yeah,
do
I
you guys
think
have to?
I thought I had to now.
Maybe
Oh.
now. I know that there was like a thing about it, but I don't think it's like it went. Like I don't think.
That was a bill, but I don't think it went through.
Yeah, I don't think it went through.
Well, the reason, from my understanding, the reason that even got traction is because
They do not.
is because they were saying like, oh well, if you're gonna force men to draft, women have to draft too, and that was more like a, an attempt to stop a forceful draft of men for
Yeah.
like non-defensive war and all that. So basically, if the U.S. is going to war with someone, they're trying to say that you shouldn't be drafted. But if the U.S. is being attacked, then you could be drafted. So, from my understanding, I might be completely wrong.
Arguably, I think that women should be drafted if men are.
I
But
don't. I'm on the opposite side.
Depends
I
what
don't.
roles they're doing, bro. Depends what roles they're doing. As someone who knows a
Meh.
decent bit, as someone who tried to join the army at one point, yeah, I definitely believe that women have the place in the defense force.
I
I
think they
want 'em
do, but
as
I think
medics.
that we have enough.
And I want them behind, as far behind the front lines as they can possibly go. And that comes
Why?
purely from my misogyny because they've done tests. Any women and any role that has men in it, that unit performs worse.
Yeah.
Do you
Than
have
an
evidence
all-male
that
rule.
shows this? Do you have evidence that shows this?
I could find the studies done if you give me a minute, but there was like
Well,
studies done.
Okay, no, I
And
believe
all the like, if they introduced one woman, that squad's performance went down.
I
So
think
I want
that
them away from combat, in the back, taking care
maybe
of
the
everybody.
secret is just that they were all simping a little too much and got distracted, and they didn't do their jobs.
That's what it was. The Sims,
that's-
man.
I think that
true,
that's
I
actually
believe
human
that.
nature, though, because I mean, at the end of the day, we're still humans. We're only here because of our survivalistic instincts,
Yeah.
and for the longest time, the men had to be the hunters and gatherers, and we were taught, it's in our fucking brains, hardwired to protect, females and children is like hardwired in our fucking brains to do. And so it would make sense that introducing a woman to the squad, though she might be useful, her tool set is useful, at that point she becomes almost like a natural liability for the entire group, because all of a sudden they all have that little bit of extra worry for them. Which
Yeah.
I do think that can be overcome by just, good discipline by the soldier, but realistically, if you can't
But to me,
avoid
that's
it.
kind of like the whole principle as to like why women can't like show their shoulders in high school because the other people around them can't like control themselves. Like it's not the
Yeah.
woman's responsibility for the men around her.
I agree about the school thing. I think that is stupid. I think war has a little bit of a different principle.
Well, yeah, I'm not
I also
comparing war to high. I'm not comparing war to high school. I just meant
Yeah.
like the scenario.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
No,
I also don't want our women getting raped if we lose a battle. That's not gonna end well. Prefer to not have. I'm okay with our dudes getting raped. They can take it.
Yeah, they can all they want.
Oh,
That's not poggers.
But we saw what happened in World War II. There was a lot of that going on. Let's
Event, Justin. The nudging event, not massacre event.
let's
As the Japanese Wikipedia
they
puts it.
still don't want to admit to that.
No, they never will. They never will.
Evil bastards.
As a bit of a World War II nut myself, yeah, no, they never will.
You know what's really weird about Japan? They're like mainly a cash current. Like they don't really do much credit. It's mainly cash there.
I never knew that.
really?
Yeah, they don't really do like. If you go to a store, you better have cash because not that many people take card.
I thought that they were like really big, like on NFT,
You
like
would-
wireless cards and all that.
Yeah, same.
Mainly
That
cash.
was a very interesting moment.
Because I heard that and I was like, yeah, bullshit. Japan only takes cash. So I looked it up. I was like, well, fuck. Now
That's gonna
I
be
gotta learn
annoying when
how
we
their
go there.
stupid
Yeah.
system.
That's gonna be annoying if we visit there, because that's gonna be like, fuck.
Now we gotta
Yeah.
carry a bunch of fucking yen, and they have like thousands of equals a dollar. Like, how's that currency work?
It's like essentially, I think like 1,000 to $1.
Well,
I
Somewhere
think that's
around
what
there, I
the
think.
Australian exchange
So-
rate right now.
as someone who actually has gone to it, I don't know if any of y'all have, but gone to another country and spent money. So essentially, you just have to completely abandon the idea of like, oh, this is like $20 of my money, because it doesn't matter. Like the value of your money does not mean shit over there. It's the value of the money that you actually have. So it's like, oh, like this much equals this much in pesos right now, but $20 in pesos might be higher or lower tomorrow. Like that's not going to affect me. If I take $20 into Mexico, it matters how many pesos I'm going to get when I convert it. But when I go to a store, it's going to be like, oh, well, this drink is like, 20 pesos. It's like, all right, cool. Like values are different there. So if you're trying to compare like, oh, like how much fucking yen is this? I don't think you're ever going to get a good expectation because the value of money is just completely different over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But if I roll over there with like $1,000, I'm not trying to waste that all on porn, because that will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin's gonna go to those little weird hentai dungeons that they have in the streets. and
Heather,
spend
I
all the time
promise,
in there.
if you're watching this, he's not going to spend it on porn. I won't let him. He's going
All
to
of
spend
the
it on me.
hentai on the figurines,
He's
all
going
of
to spend
them,
it on me.
all of them.
Do you know something interesting? In Australia, it's actually illegal to import those figures.
Is it really?
Hentai figures. Yes.
Why?
Importing hentai figures into Australia it's something to do with like the sexual depiction of children law, I guess. That's what I remember it being under. It was a while ago now, but I just remember that then when we were talking about that.
Justin, how do you feel about Alawi porn?
Alawi porn
Alawi
from League?
porn. Yeah, Alawi.
I mean, I don't quite care for it, but
There's a particular piece of content I can send you later if you're interested.
I'm now curious.
Killer likes it a lot. He loves it.
Yeah.
It's if you were interested in looking into some hentai, I can hook you up.
Now I'm curious. So yeah, send that to me later.
You might actually like it. If our Instagram DMs or anything to go up, Justin, you might actually like it. Or is it our Twitter DM? It's our Twitter DM.
It's one of those two.
You always send me shit like, damn, she needs to beat the shit out of me.
Just get the shovel and fucking whack this, kill me. Bury me underground. Then fucking get a bulldozer and concrete it.
Any form of art, he's always like, damn, she needs to beat the shit out of me.
They have exposed the man on the timeline.
Fucking get Mike Tyson in here and just have him beat the living.
My God.
Dress him up as her and just beat the shit out of me. Go to town.
So fetishes it doesn't? You like being beaten?
You not?
No.
Wimp.
Wimp!
Man the fuck up.
I think I got kind of like one last topic that we can kind of cut this into. Justin, who's your favorite comedian?
Favorite comedian? Oh fuck, I don't know. Shit,
Hillary,
probably
Lauren. If y'all have favorite
Bill Burr.
ones,
I'd say Bill
Jimmy
Burr.
Carr.
Bill Burr.
Jimmy Carr for me. I love Jimmy Carr. He's British. He's funny as shit.
I think I
Jimmy
knew.
Carr. Lauren, do you have a favorite comedian?
I don't think I've ever actually watched like any sort of stand-up comedy or anything.
Oh, you should. Stand-up comedy to me is, and I've been watching a lot recently just because I have found like a couple of new comedians I really enjoy.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's really funny.
To me, stand-up comedy is really fun because it's storytelling without relying on visual effects from superhero movies. It's not relying on, action or anything like that. And it's something that you can, realistically, you can play it, throw it on, minimize the screen or listen to it. Like, even if they had stand-up like podcasts or something like that, I think that'd be fucking great.
That's what I try. Like when I do my custom zombie videos, that's what I try to do. It's like I've always thought, like it's like kind of like a stand-up, but it's like for you. I definitely got the inspiration for that, like for how I do it, definitely from watching stand-up.
So, this one comedian I found recently, and he's been killing it on views. Also, his name is Josh Wolf.
I love him,
dude, and
hilarious.
To me, he writes one of the most definitive laws of like comedy down in stone, and that is that you can be completely offensive and edgy and everything like that without, being a hateful person. And it is some of the funniest shit to me. Like
some comedians just rely too much on race, rely too much on other things like that. And it's just like it's not funny.
To me, like race is an amazing tool when it comes to comedy.
You have to do
the
it
difference. Right. Yeah, it's like, so to me, there's a strong difference between using something as a comedic asset and then using something as just, to be hateful. It's like, oh, well, look, haha, I made you feel bad. That's funny. There's that one Asian comedian who Amazon's been like pumping a lot lately because he just did a special.
I've seen TikToks of him. I think I know who you're talking about.
Well, I was watching one of his skits, and he's talking about how he said, you know what? Like one of my friends asked, he said, "Hey, uh, no, what was it?" He said, "I was sitting in the car with my black friend, and we're listening to music, and I realized something. I turned to look at him. I was like, hey, man, is it okay if I say the N-word?" And he looked at me, and it's like, I don't even know if I could say it, but like he basically started like he said the black man called him like all these Asian slurs, right? Just like went on and on and on. He said, "Is it cool if I call you that?" And he looks at me and goes, "I mean, if we find a rap song about it, sure, but and it's like to me, like that was an awesome time where he was able to like pull the race card, but not in a hateful way, but like in a really comedic way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if you can do like, there's ways to make anything funny. You just have to do it right.
it's
Some comedians just are really unfunny. They just will just rely on like slurs and things to get reactions out of people. And in my opinion, that's not funny.
Like I've
In
seen
my opinion.
comedians bomb by doing that, and it's funnier to watch them bomb because they do it than their actual routine.
so one of my favorite Josh Wolf things that he's also done is this guy is like he's a trooper, right? Like he knows how to just push for like the funny joke no matter what.
He knows how to tell a story.
Oh yeah. Well, one time he was recording, and you might have seen this, Justin, because this is like an old thing that happened to him. He's performing and he's recording it, and the woman in the front row throws up in her martini glass.
I think
Right?
I've seen
Ew.
that. Sounds familiar.
Well, and he sees this. He sees this and completely ignores it and continues on with the skit. And then she throws up again like 15 minutes later, and he just continues the skit. Like he sees it, and apparently no one else sees it. And it's like one of the like big like mega martini glasses too. He then throws up a third time. The glass is like full, right? And then he stops the show and he goes, "Listen, I'm not kicking you out because you're throwing you up. I'm kicking you out because you ran out of space to throw up, and I'm afraid the next one's going to be on stage." And like he continued to tell this story of her throwing up, about how he felt so bad for kicking her out because he didn't kick her out because she was drunk. He kicked her out because he was afraid she was going to throw up on the stage next because she was like right there at the stage and it was a small club. And while telling this story, like apparently like a year later or something, he's back at the same club and the same woman is in the crowd. And like he plays off of it so well. It almost feels like it's a made up skit, but he knows how to accentuate himself so well. And I love comedians like that, man, that could just make every single thing they say exciting.
Now that was now you got all heartwarming and shit with it. Did you hear the story that he told about taking his friend down to Mexico to a Mexican strip club, and the stripper put her finger in her pussy and then put her finger in his friend's mouth?
I have not seen that one yet.
That's a funny story.
I can't wait. I saw the one where he talked about how he got his friend a woman off Craigslist who was like 360 pounds, 6'2", and stuck
And
her
she
finger
beat
up
the
his
shit
ass.
out of him.
Yeah, she beat the shit out of him and then fucking butt raped him.
The fuck?
You gotta listen to some of this guy's stories. They're fucking hilarious. He's an asshole, but he's funny.
That's why Justin's happy that COVID happened right before his wedding, so I can get up there and order him something like that.
Bro, I was so upset when you all couldn't come to my wedding. I almost
Bro, I was
cried. Like
really
I was
upset.
legit fucking upset.
I was
was so
so excited, and I was just like, oh.
Your wedding invitation's still in my fridge, by the way.
Aw.
I'm gonna keep it
I
up
was
there
so
too.
ready to rock. I was so ready to rock the dapper suit and be there, be Justin, like one of Justin's best men, as everything
I
just
was
fell
so
through.
upset. I had to
I was
like
"Ah,
ghetto rig
yeah."
my best man. It was last second deal. Oh,
I was gonna be your best man, wasn't I?
I think so. I think it was gonna be. I don't even fucking remember. It's just so long ago.
A while ago now, yeah. And to think
And
the
I know
shit's
it was.
still going
I think
on,
it was honestly everybody right here. I think. I don't remember.
and to think the shit's still going on, man. I just
2 weeks till the end of the lockdown.
Almost there, almost there.
2 weeks. We're good. Has your guys' states? I know Kentucky and Florida both did. They lifted all like COVID lockdowns. Have your guys' states done anything like that?
Texas did like forever ago.
Honestly,
yours-
like my state, like they never really took COVID seriously to begin with. So I mean, like you still have to wear masks everywhere, but there's really like nothing else really going on to prevent us from doing literally anything.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been. I know Killers. You live in Australia. You Nazi.
Nazi state.
But I don't think I've really ever been anywhere and they're like mask. Like I've never.
Yeah, here they are like that here, but they never really like enforced anything else other than masks. And like for a while, the mask thing wasn't a thing. It wasn't until like midsummer, like last summer, that they really started like hounding you. Like you couldn't go anywhere with that one.
feel like that's backwards from us. Where like as soon as it happened, like there was like limited occupancy. I remember I sat outside Walmart for like an hour because I needed groceries, and the other stores were all closed. And like you had to stay 6 feet apart. Like there was markers on the ground, and like they had security guards trying to keep people apart and all that. And you had to wear a
Everyone
mask and
ignored
everything.
all of that here, though, is the thing. Like, nobody stands on the marker. Like, I would be standing on my marker because I didn't want to get sick for the longest time. I didn't want to. My thing was I didn't want to bring it home to my family, which, plot twist, they got me COVID. Anyways, I'd be standing on the markers and some dude would come up, like, right behind me, like, breathing in my face, like, breathing, and I'm just like,
And you don't.
And you don't.
it's not that hard to at least do that. Like, I don't care, but
Like at
please.
least stand. Like even if there wasn't Rona, I would still stand at least a couple feet away from somebody in a line because I'm not an
No.
asshole.
It was like uncomfortably close. I was just like, and it was like common. It's still a thing. Like people seem to be standing like more and more uncomfortably close to me, like the further into this panoramic we get. And it's just like, I don't understand.
Fucking panoramic.
Yeah,
What
the
the fuck?
Ponda replay.
Fucking right.
I fucking hate it.
Like, I don't get it.
Here,
Yeah,
most
you
people
guys
don't care anymore,
vaccinated? I think we asked it. I think we asked this last. I
I'm
know
fully
Killer's not.
vaccinated.
You are? Are you
but- Yeah,
Carson?
yeah.
Bro, I'm
I'm-
not close. Our country has completely botched the fucking roll. It's ridiculous.
It's so
I probably
weird
don't-
because
I don't have a chance of getting one this year, probably.
it's so weird because there's like CVS's here that are like, can someone come get this vaccine, please? We have so many, and you can't even get one. That's so weird to think about.
So here they're basically trying to give everyone the Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson, and I
Do
don't
not
want that.
take the Johnson and Johnson one.
No.
I want the Pfizer. So
I have
but
the Pfizer. I got the Pfizer.
and that's what I want, but none of the places here offer it except for the medical office, and that's the ones where you have to have an appointment or you have to just be lucky and show up when they have one available. And I
Just
haven't
come
gotten
here
lucky
and
yet.
get it.
No, yeah, totally.
Yeah, come visit.
Hmm.
Is that a
Road
thing? Can you do
trip.
that? Can you get vaccinated in like another state and still
We should
keep the
get-
same like I don't think that's a problem, is it?
I doubt it.
We shouldn't get vaccinated anywhere, I would assume. I
But-
don't know. I'm not gonna get it, so I don't know.
That's
Talking
fair.
out my ass.
I mean, realistically, not. And I had this talk with my mom because at first she didn't want to get vaccinated, and after I'd like explained everything to her about like the herd immunity, ideal at least, she was more on board with it. Where not everyone has to get it, and that's perfectly fine. Some people just will not get it. But once enough people get it, then COVID's just going to become something like the flu, where you
Yeah.
know you hear about it, but you don't actually catch it that often, if ever. It's going to be less dangerous. The reason COVID was so dangerous is because everyone was getting it. Like that was one of the most
And we
dangerous
had like
parts
no
about it.
immunity to it.
And eventually it'll just be like the flu, but that only happens after enough people get vaccinated. To where it's like, if you think that you can withstand the vaccination and you're willing to try it, I say go for it. If you're not willing, I'm not going to fucking hate you. It's like, that's your choice.
Yeah,
But
like, if you want to get it, get it. If you don't, I don't fucking care.
I think
Whatever you
most of the
want.
reason I got it was like to be able to go do things. Like if we got to a point where you had to like have a vaccination proof, because I think I wasn't that likely to get it again because I had it, and like at least for a while I wouldn't have been able to get it again anyways. And I got the vaccine like 2 months after I got sick, just mainly to have it.
Yeah, if you want to get it, that's then my thing. Like people always like, Rabb1t's anti-vax. I'm like, no, I just don't want this right now. But if you want to get it, I don't fucking care. I think you can get it. I don't care. Get it.
Although like when I got my second shot, like I felt like how I felt when I did have COVID. Just
That's
for
what I've
like
heard a
one
lot of
day,
people
though,
say.
just for one day. Like I was in my bed, like shaking. My temperature was like a lot of people had a fever, but my temperature was like 2 or 3 degrees, like under what it's supposed to be. And I was like layered with blankets, like shaking. Like it sucked.
That does not sound good.
That's not good. Yeah, I really want to get it because I want to travel, so I don't really care. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
it
that's
soon
my
as I-
thing. I wanted to have it because I wanted to be able to travel.
Did you guys ever get the up your nose swab?
Yeah,
I actually want
I
to
had to
take-
get it every semester for school now. Like
That was fucking terrible. That was
Yeah, I
the
didn't
worst,
remember.
probably one of the worst things I've ever done in my entire life.
When I
Yeah.
got really sick from that fucking mosquito, they thought it might have been COVID at first. But
Mosquito almost
It
took
turns
you
out it was
out.
just a fucking mosquito took me out, and I had to get a COVID test for that.
I
I'm
had to
still
get it
dealing
probably
with
like
that shit.
6 times. Like
fuck
Ugh.
Imagine
Because every
6 times?
semester
I couldn't
for
even do it
school-
once. You gotta do it 6 times.
Because we had to do it every time we came back to school from like break or whatever, and then when my dad got sick, I had to get it once at the beginning, once later on, and then one more time before I went back to school or work. They wanted me to have like a third, but that's when I tested positive, so then I had to go
Oh
back.
God, that would drive me insane. I don't even ever want to do that ever again.
Yeah, it's
It
fucking.
was quite unfortunate. And then I had to kind of like move my nose, my jewelry around so that
Oh.
they had space.
No.
Do you know what would have really thrown them off guard? If that as soon as you start to feel them like touch on the back, you just moan.
Oh.
I don't even think you could. That's how bad it is. Oh, so terrible.
I never got the nose poke, so
Be glad. It literally feels like it's going all the way up to your fucking brain.
It's an uncomfortable experience.
I don't know, man. If a porn star can take something all the way down to her fucking stomach, I think I could take
I
something.
think I'd rather take something all the way down to my stomach than that. Stuff's
Really?
meant to go down there. Stuff ain't meant to go up there.
You sound like a caveman, bro.
That's basic caveman economics.
Economics.
Yes,
What the
no.
fuck?
Listen, I will give you
Economics.
3 nose poke for a belly.
Exactly. Don't judge our caveman ways.
Ooga
Have
booga.
you guys ever done a DNA test? Because I did mine. I was like a lot more Neanderthal than I thought.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Justin, your DNA test adventure was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard from you.
Not for me!
Dude, I remember Justin, you text messaged me that you got the results and you're like, guess who's 1% Jewish?
I remember
1%
that.
Jewish.
You sent me that as a text message.
I remember.
Let me see if I can sign in. I knew I was like in the top % of Neanderthal. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh, that makes
But
sense.
I just
explains
remember
a
when you
lot.
sent me a text message saying, dude, I'm 1% Jewish.
Oh man, you sent me a fucking text. You're like, guess who's Jewish? I was like, I
Yo,
don't
boy.
know. I was like, I don't know. Why am I supposed to guess this? And you're like, it's me, yeah, boy. I'm a Jew. I was like, what the?
Reparations! I have more Neanderthal DNA than 50% of other people.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
My
that's not surprising.
ancestors were oppressed and killed by you bigots. You raped my people.
Gotta finish the job.
I don't think I did that, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Honestly,
sure none of us here.
Your ancestors did. You raped my people into non-existence anymore. How dare you?
Fucking do it again.
That's how that happened.
I have 2% Neanderthal DNA. That's dope.
That's dope.
Hell yeah, I'm a caveman at heart.
Pretty
I see
pog.
fire and I'm just like, oh.
That explains the chest hair.
That does
Yeah,
explain the
that's
chest
the
hair.
chest hair. That's why you have no hair on your head either. It must be a caveman trait.
Yeah. And I'm 1% Jewish. You guys should take one. They're cool.
Sure.
Well,
I actually might. How much
Don't
does
fill
it
out.
cost?
Do not. Mine was. It's like 100 something, like that.
Oh, really?
I didn't fill out my real name because I don't trust people having my DNA and my full name, and so I filled out a fake name. So I did that.
Yeah, they could clone you. We don't.
Yeah, I don't want that. We don't need more of me running around.
Did you just give him Manlet's name?
I wish.
Oh my
That would be
god.
funny.
It's fucking hilarious. But the good thing is, I figured out when I took it, I had a brother that I never knew about, so that was pretty cool.
That's what I was waiting for you to bring up.
What's his name?
I'm not gonna say his name
Oh, that's
Yeah.
because he could be found.
That's what I was waiting for you to say. I didn't want to bring it up unless you did, because I didn't know if you were keeping it a secret. Dude, it was so fucking funny. He calls me. It wasn't a fucking text. He fucking called me and was like, dude, you're not going to believe this shit. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you're not going to fucking believe this. I was like, when? He goes, I have a brother. I was like, the younger one? And he goes, no, I have an older brother. I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, I just found out. I was like, what do you mean you just fucking found out? It's like, he called me just dead tone. Like, no emotion, just total confusion. I'm laughing my fucking ass off.
That's for me too, though. I have one, and I didn't know until I was like a senior in high school.
It's so weird, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
it just flips every. Did you still contact them and talk to him and
They,
stuff?
they won't contact any of us,
What an
Ooh.
asshole! Is it a
Yeah.
brother or sister?
brother.
What an asshole! Fuck that guy. See, my brother was like, he just jumped right in and joined the family. He didn't
He's like,
care.
okay.
It took
was
a while
fine.
to convince my dad, though. That took a little convincing.
That would have
Heather
been
was-
very strange.
Heather was like sending me pictures of Justin meeting his brother at a restaurant. She's like, look at them. I was like, Oh my god, yeah, they're brothers.
He looks so much. He looks more like my dad than I do.
It
Creepy.
was so fucking funny.
Did you ever see your new brother? Did you ever get to like meet him, or is it just like online?
Online.
Online. What a pussy. Fuck that guy. Where does he live? Let's go find him.
Yes.
Why don't we beat him up?
Let's go beat his
Me and the
ass.
boys. Me and the
That's
boys.
What if it's actually your brother? And it's
That'd
just...
be,
That'd be
Oh.
fucking weird.
that'd be
My
so
God.
fucking funny.
But all right, well, more of a personal question. Maybe don't answer if you don't want to. Is he your brother from like your mom's side or your dad's side?
Me?
Dad.
No,
Mine's-
I know
mine's-
yours.
Okay.
Here's your dad. What about you, Lauren?
Dad.
Okay. Well,
Did your
unless you
dad
have the
not
same
know?
dad, then it's not happening.
You don't know? We might. Did your dad not know he had the kid?
No, he knew. Also, he doesn't have hair, so it could be.
It could be. I might have another sister. You ain't getting any more Christmas presents, but yay!
That'd be
Yo, I
pretty
hate
funny.
Christmas. I fucking hate Christmas so goddamn.
Why do you hate
Imagine you
Christmas so
find out you
much?
have a
Fucking hate
sister
that
and it's
holiday.
just me.
That'd be
Biggest
strange.
disappointment.
Damn it! I get like an email from the DNA place. They're like, "You have a new sibling." I'm like, "Oh, sweet dope." I see it's you. I'm like, "Motherfucker!
Okay, not again. Not
piece
this
of
fucking
shit.
bitch. Fucking whore.
God damn it!" That
All of
was
a
somebody
sudden, you
cool.
log on one day and Justin's blocked you on Discord. You now know why.
It's either that or it's because I've stolen too many of his.
If you steal another one of my fucking moderators, I'm watching you two in fucking Vegas. Putting a
Oh.
camera in that fucking room, you motherfuckers.
I'm
I'm not cutting this out of the podcast either. I want everyone to fucking know.
Oh, no
I'm
worries.
watching it.
Justin, please. If I'm clapping anyone's cheeks in Vegas, it's gonna be yours.
Yeah, it better be. Ain't fucking losing any more mods. We lost like 12 already. Lauren just keeps
Oh.
going at him and killing him.
I have my sights set on my next victims.
Oh no, it's manlet.
Yeah.
No. Wait till after we
I'm
go to
coming.
business together.
Manlet, I propose that we date for approximately 6 to 12 months as a trial run.
You gotta explain the reasoning why that's so fucking funny.
No,
You got
I don't know
to.
if
You
she
got
should. I
to.
don't know if she should.
I shouldn't. I'm good.
I think
No.
I you have my blessing. I say you can. It's the end of
it's-
the podcast. I know no one's gonna be and no one's gonna be here.
He might though, Justin.
Yeah, I don't care. It's funny. You shouldn't have done it. He's gonna get
You
made
know
fun of.
The one person who would wait till the end of the podcast is Manlet.
Oh come
He shouldn't have said it. He's gonna get you. You say stupid shit. You're gonna get made fun of. That's how we roll here.
You're awful, Justin. You know.
You're just now figuring this out. Where the fuck have you been for the
No,
past couple of years?
I've known it for the past like 4 years.
I'm a
Where's
piece
the
of shit.
perspective? Justin,
I
I've
am
known you for
arguably
nearly
the
4
most
fucking
normal
years.
person in your mods.
That's fair.
Excuse you?
Yeah, what?
No,
Fuck
100%.
down.
What
I
the
never
fuck?
send weird DMs to anybody. I'm pretty normal, pretty tranquil.
Yeah.
Carson, I
Let
have
me-
seen your
let me
penis.
just pull this up.
Lots of people have.
What was
And
our last?
exactly. A lot of people shouldn't
Yeah.
have.
Our DMs are
I've seen
pretty
Killer's
fast.
bare asshole.
Do you want to see my cock?
Everyone has.
I've asked Killer to see that penis so many times, and every
I
time you
saw
do not show it.
podcast,
He's
alright,
he's asked
alright.
me a couple
I
times if I
saw
want to see it, and I've
podcast.
declined every time.
I say yes every time.
I've seen more of every mod than I wish I did.
I've seen Ark's penis surprising number of times.
Yeah,
More
a lot
than
of people.
once.
A lot of people have.
Y'all remember that fucking purge? Oh man, that was such a bad idea.
God.
Just fucking hilarious. The purge was the funniest shit.
I think my favorite part was Ark sending that and then just responding. I know that's Ark because of the flip flop.
I think we went paintballing like earlier that day or something. I think he was wearing them or some shit.
Funny.
Carson, explain what the purge was, because people aren't gonna know.
So I took it upon myself like what, a year or two ago? It was a little while back.
It was a fat minute
2 years
ago.
ago. About 2
Uh,
years ago now.
It was on my birthday, and I was like, Justin, I'm doing something for my birthday. And he says, I don't give a shit what you do. So I made a channel on Justin's Discord called The Purge. And I said, no rules, 24 hours. And then immediately backtracked and said, only rule, no underage porn. Yeah, that shit got flooded really fucking quick. With
There was a lot of
really bad
N-words.
shit. Oh man, paragraph after paragraph of profanity, so much nudity.
So many dicks, so much porn.
It was
My
awful.
asshole got in there a few times, snuck under the radar.
It 100% did. It has a token name now.
Area 23, bro.
Like it was an awful experience.
You know what
overall.
upsets me is that was a thing that existed, but my daddy emote got deleted.
Too
Well,
bad.
Darn.
The daddy emote lives on, and it's in my emote Discord. So
So see what
Mhm.
you're missing out when you're not in my Discord. Go
need
to
to
it.
join
Link
it,
in
seriously.
description. You're missing out. You could see Killer's ass
It's
Oh,
not here.
okay.
If anyone wants to see it, just DM me. I'm not like against
with
it.
ID. I got your
Yeah,
back.
you have to send me like a driver's license or some shit.
Social security, birth.
All right.
certificate.
Security
So-
preferred.
since it's the end of the podcast, I did want to say real quick, whoever the fuck it was last time that DM'd me that you watched the whole podcast, good fucking on you, bro. I didn't reply because I don't reply to DMs, but I saw it. Like, good
Now
shit.
DM Killer this time. Asking for nudes.
Don't ask Killer for news.
Sure, bro.
Ask.
Sure, bro. If you want.
But
Or Lauren. It doesn't matter. We're
Yeah.
equal rights.
Either way.
equal
Equal
rights, equal
rights.
lefts.
Yeah. Equal middles, equal kicks, headbutts, equal all.
It's equal everything, dude.
Equality here.
That's what we are. That's what we are at crazyrabbit.llc.core.inc.
.gov.
.gov.biz.
There you go.
.au.
.au. We're also Australian based.
We're a multinational company.
But
Oh,
of course we
JPEG.
are, bro. That's,
Did I update you guys about the possible sponsorship?
you did not.
I don't have.
Oh, you didn't give me an update on it. You told me over the weekend what was happening, but you never gave me an update.
Is it Gamer Subs? I don't remember what their Twitter handle is because it's not their
Yeah.
actual. Is it
Gamer
no, I think
Subs
their-
is the brand.
But I think their Twitter is Game Subs. I think so. In case you want to, anybody else to find it. Yeah, well, Gamer Subs. I reached out to them because Carson was like, "You should do it," and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." I asked them, I was like, "Hey, let's work together," and they're like, "All right, dope. Let's get a Discord call." Got a Discord call. They're like, "We need to make sure you like this product," and I was like, "Dope. Send me some shit." And they're like, "We'll send you some shit." They sent me a couple more shaker cups, and if you don't know, this company has like shaker cups that have anime tits on them.
Oh hell
Fucking
yeah.
awesome. They
That's
sent
the
me a
good
couple of
shit.
those, and they sent me a couple of their like energy drink stuffs. Is that what they're called?
It's an energy supplement. It's like G
Supplements,
Fuel,
yeah.
but it's a competitor.
And they sent me a bunch of those. I tried a bunch. Caffeine doesn't work on me, so it didn't do anything, but it tasted good.
Are they
And,
caffeine or are they B12?
I think B12. I'd have to double check, but I know I just felt the exact same, but they tasted good. So
I know
I
that,
just really like the shaker cups. Not gonna lie, they're fucking cool.
dude. As soon as I saw that come, I actually found out about them from Misfits because when Misfits were just starting out, no one wanted to fucking work with them because they're a bunch of fucking dumbasses. But GamerSub sponsored them, and I was like, oh, so they'll work with any offensive asshole. Justin
Yes.
would work perfect for
Perfect.
this.
No, look, any offensive asshole. Do we know any offensive assholes?
I don't know any.
Yeah, neither.
Me.
Yeah, I was about to say y'all are discrediting the man.
Well, I worked hard. Let's credit my achievements.
Worked hard to get where you are now, I must say. Worked very hard to get where you are now, Justin.
Exactly.
I still
Yeah,
want
I
to get you with like Manscaped or Dollar Shave Club or something like that. Because come on, man, imagine the fucking
Manscaped sponsored
video.
me before, but they lowballed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, fuck that. We gotta get you a Dollar Shave Club. See how that goes.
I'd love to.
It'd be pretty fitting. I mean, look at the man.
I use
We need to get you another
shavers every
raid.
day.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I do. I can't.
Oh, nice. Raid Shadow. All right, so Justin can't say this. I can. They pay.
Oh, here, wait, hang
so
on,
good.
hang on.
All right, yeah. See, Justin's not here. I know that they pay so fucking much, like way overpaid what they probably should in most cases. Like, I've talked to 2 different people who have been sponsored besides Justin, and they were like, "Yeah, like that was honestly my biggest source of income that month was their fucking sponsorship." So that's why I was like mentioning it to Justin, which he's obviously neither confirmed or nor denied anything. So, hey, Justin, you can come back now.
Oh man, what were you guys talking about?
Hentai,
fuck,
you missed
bro.
it.
Oh
Yeah,
damn!
Hentai,
Don't
my favorite thing in the world.
darn. Maybe
Oh,
next time. We'll get them
unfortunate,
next
bro.
time.
All right.
You guys should start. Hang on, real quick before we end it. You guys should just start YouTube channels and making shit. And if this podcast goes anywhere, we can have
Well, I had my one, but I'll make a new one.
I mean, I've tried streaming again when I have time. I had a stream the other day and averaged like 16, so
I
something.
just don't think. I just don't think it's for me, bro. I just don't think it's for me.
It's fair.
You're an editor. I'll take it. I'll
Nothing
take
wrong
it.
with
Yeah,
that.
that's probably about it. But in terms of being actual, putting my personality out there, I just don't think that's not a me thing. Definitely not.
Just say it's always there. I will not promote it because I don't promote people because that's a stupid idea. Because you have to create good content first before we'll ever even consider promoting you.
I mean, I can only think of one instance where a heavy promotion worked out great in someone's favor, and that was Jacksepticeye, where fucking PewDiePie plugged him, and it launched that man's career to the fucking moon. So
This is another one I know about, but I'm not going to bring it up.
Yeah, Tim Hansen and Crazy Rabbit.
Oh, but I think I was thinking of that
Well,
one, bro.
I wouldn't even say Tim like launched you because you guys did a collaboration. It's not like he was like, "Hey, like I reviewed this guy's stuff. You should go check him out." He didn't
We did
plug you. He
multiple.
worked with you. He collaborated with you. It wasn't a plug. It was a collaboration. So
That's true.
if it was a
Stop
plug, I
telling
would have
me
definitely called
to
you out.
plug your channels when you have one video that you made 5 years ago.
And also, when you stream once a month and you don't have face cam and bad quality microphones playing Call of Duty,
Yeah, don't
stop
even
doing that.
consider asking me to do that because I'm not gonna. I don't do that for people I know in real life. I ain't doing it for you.
Make a deal with you, Justin. If you plug me, I will give you access to the old rap video.
You said you deleted it.
Or did I?
You know, I know you're lying. She had a video where she was rapping and it was hilarious, and she deleted it.
I deleted it as soon as he opened it so that nobody else could follow
I knew
suit.
I could have had
Justin,
so much
you should have
blackmail.
downloaded that. You should have downloaded that.
I should.
immediately.
I thought about it. I
Yeah.
was like, nah, she's not gonna fucking.
Oh no, I went through with it.
God damn it, bitch.
Biggest
Still has
loss
it
of our
somewhere.
generation. I think he does. He just doesn't know.
How old's this computer, Lauren?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Floating around in there somewhere in that fucking like
We can
Apple
find it.
studio.
We can find it. We'll tie her up, bro. And we'll go through the computer and we'll find it.
I'm not coming to Vegas.
That sounds really rapey. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to step away from that one.
Look, see, this is why I volunteered to take the room with Lauren to prevent people from tying her up because I don't know if I
Lauren,
trust anyone else.
I
not
told
to
you
tie her
this.
up.
But I'll tell you it again. Now, if you are drinking with my mods and you feel lightheaded at any point in time, you call me or Carson right away.
Say no more.
We'll get you to your room or put you in it wherever it ever needs to happen. It will
Listen,
happen. If a
Lauren,
certain
I-
4'9" manlet is walking around, or you hear Hispanic in the background, you call us right away. I'm putting all my mods on blast.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say,
Bitch, I wouldn't even be there. How you gonna
If
play
I
me
had
for
to-
this?
Because you're
If I
not
had the
there.
if I had to lock a drunk naked girl in a shower to prevent thirsty dudes from getting to her again, it wouldn't be the first time. So if it
Not for me
happens, it
either,
happens.
Not for me
We'll
either.
save
That's
your
a
ass.
good place to end it right there on rape.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do when you roofie someone, you amateur?
You know all about roofing people, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Of course you fucking do.
I didn't think I met my wife.
Ah, fuck.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Rabb1t Podcast, episode 2. I mean, let us know what you guys think. We'll try to get some guests on in the future.
Check
Third
it out on
time's the charm,
Spotify.
so- Yeah, check us out on Spotify. Just click every link down in the description. just
Everyone,
every single
and
one. just
open
go
them all.
through it.
It's gonna crash your computer, but it's worth it.
If it crashes your computer, please invest in another computer. But
Check out all of these retards on their Twitter. If I remember to link them in the description, I probably won't, but I might. Go give them some support.
And if you did watch the whole podcast, join the Discord. Let us know.
Join the Discord. And keep this podcast, like, once you watch it, go to sleep and just have it replaying.
That watch time, please.
Views,
Watch
boys.
time. That's YouTube likes watch time and comments. So do both of those.
And
Two
click
things
through.
YouTube- And click the rate.
Every time you see the video on your recommended again, click it again.
Just click it. Even if you're not watching it, just click it.
Watch it. Just click it.
Click it. Keep it open in the background. Mute it.
Yep.
Golden. Yeah, so that's it. Go do all that. And that's all I got. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
Bye.